Hello and a very warm welcome. Driver ratings for the mid-season review. Obviously no F1 action for till the end of August, so I thought let's do a driver ratings rating their first 12 races of the season. So driver ratings for the mid-season review. Let's jump straight into it. Max, 10 out of 10. Driver of the season, third in the championship. 2 wins in Austria and Germany, schooling Gasly, he's in the form of his life. I mean, he's beaten 2 Ferraris, he's third in the championship, and he's only like 7 points off Bottas, and he's just been in the form of his life. Gasly, 0. He got the move he wanted, he got the promotion to Red Bull, he's not delivered. Doesn't look comfortable, doesn't look comfortable. Looks out of depth. Battered by Max every weekend. Very surprised he's not been demoted. Maybe we will hear some news on this during the summer break, but it's been a disaster really. He got the move, got the promotion, and he's just not delivered. When Max got the promotion, he delivered. Gasly's not done so. It just hasn't worked for the Frenchman. Giovinazzi, 1. Best race was Austria, scored his first F1 point at Austria. His qualifying has improved a lot, but 18th in the drivers, and he's getting hammered by Kimi Räikkönen. Kimi Räikkönen, 9 out of 10, consistently in the points, outperforming the Alpha, beating Giovinazzi, solid drives, hardly see him on the television, but very good by Räikkönen. Very solid start to the season. Carlos Sainz, 10 out of 10. I mean, he's arguably driver of the season with Max. Best of the rest in the championship. P5 at Hockenheim, P5 at Hungary. Does he deserve a better drive? I mean, McLaren, they're an iconic team, but they're not going to win races and fight for championships at the minute. So Sainz has just been outstanding. Really has. Lando Norris, 8 out of 10. His first 12 races in F1 have really been good. He's becoming a qualifying master over 1 lap. He's been unlucky in some races. You think back to France, he was in the points, and then he had that issue and everyone came past him. Canada, DNF, didn't get to finish, had a few pit stop issues. So Norris, the first 12 races of his F1 career, he's really done very well. I've been impressed. Charles Leclerc, 5 out of 10. He should have won in Austria and Bahrain, but lots of mistakes. He crashed at Baku in qualifying. He hit the wall at Hungary last week. Germany, he went off and retired from the race. So I give Leclerc a standard 5. I mean, he should have won at Bahrain every day of the week. He was in the class of 1 at Bahrain, but obviously that issue, and he ends up on the podium. But Ferrari, I mean, the 4th and 5th in... Ferrari are going to fight for a title, you know, but they're 4th and 5th. They're behind Max and both Mercedes. And if Gasly was delivering, Red Bull could be fighting for 2nd with Ferrari in the Constructors. Sebastian Vettel, 5 out of 10. Again, I mean, it's just poor by Ferrari. It's not good enough for Ferrari standards. A very average season so far. Recently, Vettel's been good, but hit Max at Silverstone, and then Germany comes from the back of the grid to 2nd. That's the 4-time champion we know. And he gets a podium at Hungary, but Ferrari were miles off the pace. And he should have won at Canada. Well, he did win at Canada. He got absolutely robbed at Canada by a bullshit steward's decision. Danny Kvyat, 8. I mean, he came back, and he's a new man since he came back. I mean, he gets a podium that's his highlight of the season, Danny Kvyat. A podium at Germany in a Toro Rosso. I mean, demoted 3 or 4 times, come back, he looks a new man. Alexander Albon, 5. Solid opening to his F1 career. 16 points, 15th in the drivers. He's a consistent driver, is Albon. He's got a good future in F1, but in my opinion, Kvyat has done a bit better. Sergio Perez, 4 out of 10. Very average. Best race, Baku. He was sensational at Baku, but pretty average season for Perez. Lance Stroll, 4 out of 10. Now the only reason I've given him 4 is because of his 4th place at Germany. He makes a huge bold call at Germany. He's the first one to go to dries and it pays off. Lance Stroll leading a race and finishes 4th. But he's got 12 points for that 4th place, and somehow he's ahead of Perez in the championship, but his qualifying's disastrous. He's good in the races, is Stroll, but he's terrible in qualifying. Lewis Hamilton, 10 out of 10. Championship leader, 62 points clear. I think 8 wins. Is it 8 wins? Bottas got Austria, so Hamilton. He won at Bahrain due to Leclerc's mistake. He won at China. Bottas won Baku. Spain, Hamilton. Monaco. Canada. France. Then where did we go to? Austria, Max won. Silverstone, Hamilton won that. Then, trying to remember the tracks like off the top of my head. Silverstone, he won that one. Then we went to Germany. Max won that, and then Hungary. So yeah, doing it off the top of my head, Hamilton's won 8, Bottas has won 2, and Max has won 2. So it's a sensational. Lewis Hamilton is a world-class driver. Valtteri Bottas, 7 out of 10. Under pressure to keep his seat. He's had 2 wins. He's 2nd in the championship. His best races, Australia and Baku, where he won. But yeah, that was the big turning point for Bottas. Could have stole a few points off Lewis Hamilton at Germany, and he sticks it in the fence. Title's over, in my opinion, already. Daniel Ricciardo, 4 out of 10. New team. I've been very disappointed with Ricciardo personally. 22 points, 11th in the drivers. His best race was, he had a good race at Canada. Yeah, I've been a bit disappointed with Ricciardo. It's not worked. Doesn't look as comfortable on that brake pedal in this Renault. Hulkenberg, 5 out of 10. Consistent performer. Renault really need to improve. McLaren are gaining. Well, they're pulling away. Renault need to gain, because McLaren are going to have that 4th spot in the Constructors. Hulkenberg is a consistent performer. Big mistake in Germany, but is he ever going to get that podium? Kubica, now here we go. This is going to be harsh for people, but it's the truth, and you know we tell the truth on this channel. Kubica won. He scored Williams' only point in Germany due to the Alfa Romeo's penalties, but it's been a shocking return. There's no beating around the bush. It's not being good. Russell's taken him to school. I feel sorry for him because we know he's a great driver, Kubica. Russell, 6 out of 10. He's doing the best he can. Best race was Hungary, P16 in the race and qualifying. It's like a win for George Russell. And he's taking Kubica to school, so that's all Russell can do. So, yeah, I give him a 6. He's not put a foot wrong, really. I don't remember him having a big off. The Williams is a reliable car, but a very slow car. And then last but not least, the Haas boys. I'm going to do them together. Magnussen and Grosjean, 2 out of 10. Crashing into each other, we have it at Spain, we have it at Silverstone, and we have it at Germany. I mean, they just don't seem to get it, that you can't crash into each other. Cars good, then bad, it's very inconsistent. Yeah, I think one of them will be out the team this year, and probably will be Grosjean. Keep crashing into each other. Gunter Steiner's like one of the most brutal team principals in the sport. So yeah, so there we have it. Driver ratings for the mid-season. All 20 drivers covered. We do it qualifying reaction, race reaction, driver ratings after every Grand Prix. But because we've got like 3 to 4 week break, I thought I'll do driver ratings for the mid-season, rating every driver out of 10. And there we have it. Comment down below, let me know if you agree, disagree, we'll always reply. Thanks for watching. Adios.